Paltrocast. Well, thank you both for taking the time. I see a poster for what we're supposed to be talking about, Good Side of Bad. Do you have a lot of posters like that around the house, or just that one?
We just have this one poster on the Gator board, and I'm in my son's room, so it's kind of like covering some toys behind me.
Jules,
And-
do you also have posters?
Well, we do have a poster of our first movie, Part-Time Fabulous. There it is. But I don't have a Good Side of Bad poster up yet.
Well, I have it. It's at home. It's in a tube. She's gonna frame it and put it on her wall next to Good Side of Bad poster. I mean, Part-Time Fabulous poster. Yeah.
Hey, that is enthusiasm. They say with artists, you either know an artist lives there because they have a memorabilia of every single piece or project they worked on, or you have no idea that an artist lives there. Jules, in the other rooms of your house, artwork everywhere?
I mean, I keep it kind of minimal. I do have a great poster of my first time at Cannes in 2007. I was in Zodiac and it was there. And it's got it's like Robert Altman, Ken Loach, Joel and Ethan Cohen. It's like right there, and it's pretty amazing and epic. So but no, I keep it kind of minimal.
I have art on every single wall in my house. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Like my husband and I both collect art, and the other day he's like, Audrey Kawasaki came out with a new print. I'm like, where are we gonna put it? He's like, I'm getting it. I'm like, get it. Because the last time we didn't get something, even though we didn't have space, we regretted it. And so now it's also in a tube next to Jules's poster of the movie.
I get it. Look at who you're talking to. Look what's behind me. But anyway, good.
Yeah, I did have to say, I noticed it when you logged on. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Where are you based?
Long Beach, Long Island, New York. Ever been out here?
I've been to Long Island.
This is this barrier island that's south of Long Island. That it's only 10 miles from JFK, but it's a beach town. A lot of things film here, but rarely when they film here do they say it's Long Beach. Like that new Amy Schumer show, I forget which town they say it is. That Kevin Bacon show, they said it's Miami. Another show said it's Massachusetts. What can you do? We interrupted you, Alethea. Have you been out here?
So my family is both from Queens. My mom's born in Forest Hills.
Oh.
And my dad's from Queens. But so I've been out to Long Island, and a lot of my family have lived on there. I don't know if I've been to that specific town, but yeah.
It's not too far off from the Rockaways, which is where you grew up. But let's talk about Good Side of Bad while we're at it here.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
When was it actually filmed and finished?
It was filmed in two parts. The first part was deep pandemic, August 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a family health thing that happened with our team. And so we took a year off. Mm-hmm. And then we worked on the edit. And then Alethea, tell him how we finished off.
Yeah, and then we did reshoots last September, and then we finalized in December and had our casting crew screening like December 15th or something, or 18th. Yeah. Remember.
And most of us found out about it through the festival circuit. You know, movies these days seem to tour in a kind of cool way that's almost like bands touring and letting you know that they have an album out. It used to be it comes out on this date everywhere, and now you have the hip people find out through their local cinema, the industry finds out that way, and then the general public is the last people that catch it on the rollout date. So I found out about it through the Brooklyn Film Festival, or was it the DWF that I believe was showing it?
The DWF, and then we're actually coming to Queens beginning of August. We're going to be in the.
I don't think we can announce yet.
Oh, okay, great.
Embargo.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we got that email. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we'll be in your woods soon enough.
Great. So that kind of a rollout is that, and it's okay if the answer is yes, but is it tiring to know that you have to take things on tour these days?
I love to travel. So, and I don't have a kid. Alethea has a kid, so it's a different world for her. For me, I'm like, get me on a plane, introduce me to filmmakers and theater, movie lovers, and I'm like happy as a clam. So I'm happy. How about you, Alethea?
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I love the idea of touring. I was actually going to bed last night being like, where am I going to go? There's so many festivals, and like I have to be strategic because I have a child and I actually own a restaurant. Um, but I was saying like film festivals, you can hear it in my voice, they're exhausting. They're so much fun, but I'm like, it would be easier to go to work right now than it would to go to the festival. As much fun as it is, it's just like a lot. But yeah, no, both Jules and I love to travel, and so we're excited to like share it with the world.
I can imagine. So you said that the film was done in two parts. Was the hardest part of the whole film getting it done in those two parts?
That's a good question. Go ahead.
I don't think so. I mean, one of the things that Jules and I did on our first film, Part-Time Fabulous, is that we shot it and then we edited it and then we figured out what we were missing or we still needed. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we went into this project with the same plan. We went in, we shot the script, we edited, but we always knew we were going to do reshoots or pickup shots because we wanted to see what we had and then fill in and not just be okay with what we had. We had an edit and both of us watched it and we're like, yeah, the film's good. It'll be fine. But if we do reshoots, it will be much better. So
Right.
always went in with that. It wasn't like, oh, we messed up. Like we were always planning that. So I don't know. It wasn't difficult. It's just what is.
Yeah. I mean, to piggyback on that, we feel like, and I know the big studios do this too, we got feedback, we sent out surveys, we did half industry, half lay people. And, of course, certain people like certain things and don't like other things. But when both films, when we saw a thread going through the surveys of like, this isn't tracking, or we want more of this, and it was common, then that's how we shaped our rewrites. And it wasn't even reshoots, really, it was additional shooting. So we did shoot it in two parts, really.
Yeah.
I've heard, I can't remember which junk it was, that the person, they had to do it in the two halves due to COVID, and somebody was pregnant, so they had to figure out how to, in the second part, have them look the same as they did in the first part. I hope that you didn't have to deal with that complication in Good Side of Bad.
Well, no, I was a brunette in the movie, and for years I've been wanting to dye my hair, and Alethea is like, no, and I'm like, so I finally did it once we were done.
Once we're, yeah.
But everyone else,
I can wear a wig. I'm like, no, you can't. Do not. You cannot wear a wig. Do not cut or color your hair.
I was like,
it happens.
Yeah,
it happens. The realities of post-COVID filmmaking, but obviously you two are very proud of Good Side of Bad, and it's actually been finished and it's touring, etc. Are we allowed to know what's next, what you two are working on next?
sure. We have separate slates, and our third mental health film that we do together is somewhere down the line. But we're both taking the energy and excitement from this project and springboarding onto our own. I have a feature called Station Zero. I produced a short 10 years ago. Now we're turning it into a feature. Ooh. And I have a short called Nola with one of my favorite actresses in the world. Everyone will know who she is before too long, Mildred Marie Langford.
And she's in Good Side of Bad.
Yes, she's also in Good Side of Bad. And then my own project, those other two, I'm helping people. I'm acting in them as well. But my own project, it's top secret, and I'm working on it now.
It's top secret until there's the Hollywood Reporter embargo lifted?
Yes.
The almighty question of who gets that big premiere news that you give the exclusive to. But for now, us lay people have to figure that out. And Alethea, yourself there, are we allowed to know what's next from you besides that third film?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I am working on a film called Church and State, and it's we just optioned the script from the author of the play Church and State that had an off-Broadway run a couple of years ago, and I'm super excited about that. So that's my next project.
So if I'm hearing correctly, you never know when either of you are going to pop up as the actor, the writer, or the producer. It could be two of the three boxes. It could be one box. It could be three.
Yeah. I call myself, I mean, kind of tongue in cheek, but a triple threat, because I actually can't sing or dance, but I can produce, write, and act.
Is she just being modest, Jules?
On the singing, she does have a beautiful song in Part-Time Fabulous. So, but I don't know if she's being modest. She might be being real.
I know I'm being real. It's not my gift. We all have gifts, but that's not, I mean, I could dance at a party, but I'm dyslexic. So try to give me dance steps and it's no bueno.
Yeah. That's
No bueno. So, again, recapping what I've learned, much more to come from both of you. We don't know where this is going to pop up next, where this film is, because Good Side of Bad still is going to be in more festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just had our premiere on Thursday night at Dances with Films. We were the opening night film. It was such an honor, and it was such like a whirlwind, like sold out, 450 seats, like crazy. And now we have 2 festivals coming up this summer that we were going to announce soon. And yeah, we're just excited. We're just at the beginning of this journey, and our films, or both of our films, are mental health themed, and our part of our mission is to continue the conversation that now is happening in our society about mental health, and that we need one another through the journey of figuring out how to deal with mental health issues. Back 20 years ago, 30 years ago, nobody talked about it. It's like a sweep it under the rug in your family.
Sure.
And then 100 years ago, people were like locked away forever if they had depression and cried, women in particular. But so we're proud to be part of this movement to continue the conversation.
Is that the word?
That's the word.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Sorry for the rude cutoff right there, but what's the best place that we should be looking to find out the latest and greatest from both of you? Is it the Gram? Is it the Twitter? Is it the website? Is it all the above? Plug away, please.
It's all of the above. The Gram is probably where the most current stuff for our feature will be listed. And then my personal Gram is Jules Bruff, and hers is Alethea Root. And our other projects will be on there. And then we have a beautiful website for Good Side of Bad, which is goodsideofbad.com. And yeah, thank you so much for your time and for having us. And when we're in New York at the Unknown Festival, we'd love to have you there.
I will be there, promise. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on this great work that entertains yet educates. It edutains the masses.
It edutains, Darren. I love it.
That's a
trademark. I was in the room.
Sure.
Thanks again. Hope to speak to you on the next project, but in the meantime, congrats on this one.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
Paltrocast.